Beach friends, we're hitting the road again, and this time we're taking a look at another beach on the east coast of Florida off Jupiter Island, Cove Park. We found some first-time shells we've never found before, and serendipitously came across Blowing Rocks Preserve, a ridiculously beautiful limestone seashore, which I'll show you and I'll tell you a little bit about. If you like the beach and beachcombing, every week I bring you along with me on my beach explorations, so I recommend you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any beachy goodness. So here we are back on the east coast of Florida at Cove Park. Here's the facilities. They do have the restrooms, the outdoor showers, barbecue grills, picnic tables, plenty of free parking, my favorite price. Just don't bring the dog. They're not allowed to have dogs on the beach. So this was kind of neat because we're actually walking up to get to the water where I usually visit in Southwest Florida. It's flat, flat, flat. So this was kind of fun. And there was like a reveal because you go up the stairs and then you kind of hear the ocean and you get to the top. It was pretty spectacular. So let's get down there and see what kind of goodies we're going to find. All right, seems fitting that the first shells we find are olives. I think I'm just going to start calling myself the olive whisperer because I do seem to find them. You throw me on a beach, I'll find an olive. So that's kind of fun. Used to finding these guys. Looks like maybe a little slipper or something. So there were some rocks down on the water and I was really excited, hoping to see more wildlife, crabs or an octopus. I'm dying to find an octopus or some sort of critters, but it was just little pools kind of collected and super pretty. So this is another shot. This is Cove Park. I don't know how y'all swim in that. Somebody tell me. And in some of the rocks there we have, look at, that is a striped false limpet. And that shell is just stuck. Now when I did my research, I was really strictly looking for beaches that would have good shelling, and I got to find these fabulous formations, so I was feeling pretty lucky. It was really, really pretty. All right, let's go find some shells. All right, here we have another one of those little spectral bittersweet clams. They were so fun. And here, I believe, is a leafy jewel box. A little beat up, but it's all right. Now that is a spiny jewel box, not so spiny. That's actually a bumpy jewel box, not spiny at all. And another olive. I suspect I might have grabbed him out of the water there. And look at these guys. All right, I guess that qualifies as a critter. These are barnacles. They're actually distant relatives of other crustaceans like crabs, which is interesting. All right, here we have, how cool is that? That's a sundial. We've never found one. My husband found that. Lucky guy. So we cleaned him up and I was really happy with that. I thought that was so cool. Never found one before. Okay, I think that's a tinted cantharus. Maybe. It's missing a piece, very rounded, hard to tell. Neat little guy. And this is a piece of a lightning whelk. Just a chunk, but I guess those guys, they'd have a really hard time getting on the beach hole, that's for sure. Oh, and here we have another giant bittersweet clam. I don't usually go for clams, but they're so fun. And here's another. Just interested in the stuff I don't usually find. A little chestnut turban. He's a little beat up, but at least he's recognizable. What do we got here? Another chestnut turban. That's funny. The top is all beat up, but the rest of them's pretty good. A cool little find. Another olive. He's almost completely intact. He's missing his point, but he's still a cool shell. And another one of those bittersweets with a hole. I wonder if somebody snacked on him. This guy, I haven't a clue. It was rather thick, was not all that thin, so it's got a little bit of oomph to it. No clue what that is. It's just kind of interesting. And another bittersweet. Those guys are hardy, so I could see how they do stay intact. And look at this. I wanted to call it wampum, but it's not. It's not a northern quahog. It has no purple in it, but I just thought that was kind of cool, like a shell coin. Okay, remember when I said I have a story about a bubble to tell you? I picked that up thinking it was a bubble, and I turn it over and it's a cowrie! The first cowrie I've ever found. It was so cool. This guy is a coffee bean trivia cowrie. I was psyched with that. And then I went and picked up more of the spectral bittersweets, because they're fun and striped. We have another chestnut turban, right? He's a little bit beat up. He's kind of missing a piece there, but he's a fun little guy. And a nutmeg. He's missing his top, but still. Nice little find. Okay, and this guy is a round rib scallop. He's flat. Didn't think it was a zigzag, so we're going with round ribbed. And this guy I'm going with pear whelk, just based on the shape. Looks like somebody might have snacked on him. And here we have, I'm pretty sure that's a sundial. I know it's just a piece and we've only found one like a couple seconds ago, but I think that's what that is. And a bunch of olives. My husband most likely found those and gave me a handful of shells, and that's what he found. And looks like here we have an Atlantic giant cockle, a seraph. I think those two are tinted cantharus. And then this other guy, which again, super hard to identify. Maybe a Florida rock snail, perhaps. So hard to tell when they're small, and they're also kind of probably been tumbling around for a while. We did get rained on a little bit, and the rain I don't mind so much, but when you're on the beach you're really exposed, and it's the lightning. So I use this app. It's called My Lightning Tracker. You'll see that little zigzag, that's what the icon looks like on your phone, and basically you can set it, and so you can tell it within how many miles you'd like to get an alert on your phone. So I use that when I'm out and about just to make sure I don't get zapped. Here we have another scallop of some sort. I'm not really sure. I think I found a little wee one last time, not really sure. And I have another not really sure what this guy is. Looks like a boring sponge got to it. That's too bad. And well, this piece I know, that's a true tulip. So at least I can identify what that guy was. A nice big fat shell that broke. Womp. And what do we got here? Okay, kitten's paw. That's a fan favorite. And another, I know it's a giant bittersweet, but it's a little one, so he's cute. Cute little giant. And here we have a relatively beat up seraph. Ooh, look at how yellow he is. That's another leafy jewel box. Oh, that's neat. It's like glowing. And then we have a little, look at this, a wee little clam. That's a little bittersweet. And another seraph. And this, I believe, is a piece of a Scotch bonnet, which is one of those elusive shells for me. I have not found one yet, but I'm hoping. So far at least I found a piece. And it looks like I might have another deposit from my husband of some olives and some jingles. Kind of cool that they're black, white, and a yellowish color. And another seraph. And another little false limpet, or a striped false limpet. You saw some live ones earlier. I have no idea how I managed to find these teeny tiny shells. Speaking of teeny tiny, there's this other little orange guy. It's a scallop of some sort with a tendril, or a, I don't know what that is. Another bittersweet. Oh, they're fun. So we're out on the beach, and at this point we're heading north, and I do see some rock formations, and I definitely want to check that out. So I'm going to make my way over there, but in the meantime I figure I'll pick up this chestnut turban. Pretty good day for turbans. They're not exactly rare, but I don't find them all the time, so it's kind of cool to find a few. Now what we see here, this is the south end of the Blowing Rock Preserve. I had not done a lot of research about it just because I was really there for the shelling, but this is this incredible limestone shoreline. Really, really cool. The preserve was closed when we visited, but we got to see at least some of it. The rock formations here, these are made of Anastasia limestone, and during extreme high tides and after the winter storms, the sea rushes up against these rocks and plumes of seawater can go up to 50 feet in the air. Really, really neat. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. So probably gonna have to skedaddle. It looks like weather is rolling in on us again. We were pretty lucky to at least spend a couple hours out there and found some good stuff. And as we're heading off the beach, it looks like I scored this cute little clam. I don't know what he is. He's cute. And this neat shell, I thought this was really cool and had a very hard time identifying it. I believe this is a green star shell. It is in the turban family, and the reason I think it's a green star shell, because it's in the turban family and turbans will have that iridescent inside, so I thought that was pretty cool. So this is our haul for the day. Whole bunch of olives. I told you, I am the olive whisperer. But we found a couple other goodies, like some jingles, some pieces I can't identify. What do we got? Kitten paws, serifs, bunch of those chestnut turbans, that sundial, so cool, and that cool green star shell. Couple nutmegs, there's the sundial, yeah. I know it's broken, I don't care. And the cowrie, oh, I was so happy about that. I don't find them ever, so finding that one little wee guy was so fun. And a couple colorful scallops. Look at this, a little baby turkey wing. He's cute. And the bittersweets, yep, I had to pick up some more. Couldn't help myself. There's all those turbans. We did pretty good. We found quite a few. Neat guys. So that was our haul from the second day of our trip out to the East Coast. Really, really fun, ridiculously beautiful beaches, and I absolutely loved it. So guys, thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Just thank you for being you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.